Just your overall impressions of both how the successes from last year help us build into this year's forum.
Well, the forum is getting more and more ripe and well accepted, and we can see that people now are more adhering to the spirit of CIFA, which is a big achievement, because this is what we are looking for. We are looking for the people to have an open mind to new evolutions, and this is really the basic motor of CIFA.
Great. This year's focus is on excessive regulation. Just your general observations of how what we're seeing, the impacts of the excessive regulation and how it's affecting those that CIFA wishes to speak to.
Well, I'll give you a very simple example which will explain it all. There is a very big effort internationally to promote a certain number of new technologies, such essentially as clean technologies. I'm trying to implement this new technology in one African country where it will bring energy at a good price. It will give a lot of work to local people, and it will develop, obviously, it will help the development, the social and the economic development of this country, and it will probably stabilize some fluxes of refugees, which are a big problem for the future. Now, when I go into the banks in Europe to open an account, they tell me, no, it is something with Africa. We cannot open an account for this company. So how would you like us to manage the future trends and to help the new development compounds and SDGs, which are fixed by ECOSOC?
Excellent. And at the beginning of this forum, I know we're on the first day, but you must have an intent. What do you hope that the attendees and the delegates walk away feeling and kind of energized and focused on at the conclusion of this event? Just some overall mind notes that you would like to give to the attendees.
Well, the basic thing is that our culture and our cultural trends in general have to be human, and we need all these people who see what we are preparing and what we are thinking to take these ideas and promote them around, and to have a more and more flexible approach of the human interrelations. So if we introduce a regulation in everything, we will be unable to realize anything, because we will spend so much time in regulating and following and surveying people that finally will be unable to help this world progress. And I think that most of the people who leave CIFA usually are extremely grateful to the various messages that we are sending.
And last question I have to ask you, in your speech you mentioned the fraud of words. How are you trying to make sure that CIFA and others who attend this conference stay true to that message and to really kind of think about what they say?
Well, it's a nice question. I appreciate, thank you. The fraud of words is something very, very complicated and at the same time very interesting. Well, you have probably to read the recent works and the recent book of Michael Sandel, and you will see a certain number of very interesting dialogues, moral dialogues and contradictions, which will probably give an answer to what is fraud of words. And we see this phenomenon more and more in the Western world through the fact that the people do not trust anymore their institutions. So, what is the next? What is the next paradigm? What is the next evolution? And we cannot anymore, with all the information that we have in hand, we cannot anymore continue to hide ourselves behind the words.